Hello everyone, my name is Luis and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and you guessed it, we're gonna play Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, I've been told so many things about this game. Let's just hope I don't get emotionally scarred. I don't know. I don't even know what's in this game. So yeah, let's begin. New game. Gonna enter new game. I don't know. Let's just put Luis, okay? Let's just start with Luis. Hey! Oh wow. I see an annoying girl running toward me in the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. This girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Okay. You know, kind of funny literacy making today, but it's just kind of... Am I going to read all of this? You're gonna have to read by yourself, okay? I'm already tired. Because you know each other so well. We used to walk to school together like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Haha! Oh no, that's not how it goes. Ha ha. Is that like panting? Or okay. I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because... Is that me? Oh cool. Wait. Is this like a sort of senpai game? Oh no. Let's just go through it. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Okay, no, this Japanese cliche is making me cringe. I'm not cringing, but it's something I can relate. Okay, so you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Lise. Oh, thank you for calling me by my name. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Why won't you want that? I mean, look at her. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Hee. Cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Luis, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? What is a club? I don't know. I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. I'm just gonna keep doing it. Okay, that's enough. Gameplay. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I don't know. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just by getting on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Hey, I'm glad this is like a fourth wall breaking, because this is anime, and anime talking about anime. Never mind. Uh-oh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a need in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What's a need? Can someone illustrate me later? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. Whatever you say, whatever helps you sleep at night, I guess. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promise though. See that this is my kind of guy. No promises though. Would you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Yay! Gotta stop making these weird faces. Just noticed I look so weird. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Oh, a classroom, okay. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's been over. No, what the hell? The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Okay. After I pack out my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation, just like me on my YouTube videos. Shut up! Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Right. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if that's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? I hate it when they speak to me in this ambiguous form. Please stop. It's killing me on the inside. Well, that you could come to my club. You have a club? Sayori, I hate this anime cliche. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Rejected! Okay. Hey, meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I am 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited. I tripped again reading. She inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club, cause that's where the cool kids go. Come on, please, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hee hee hee. Oh, I see. It's a dirty trick. It's peer pressure. Don't make promises you can't keep. Can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! This game, oh, come on. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly I can't get over it. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, I can imagine, Minasan! The new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. You guys must be irritated by my voice right now. I won't stop. This will continue for like an hour. Oh my god. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, a boy? Why would you bring boys here? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Luis, what a nice surprise. Look at all these 3 girls. I love the art. I genuinely love the art. Welcome to the club! Welcome to the club! Okay. All worlds escape me in this situation. I said worlds. All words. This club it's full of incredibly cute girls. Oh my god! Okay, you know what? This girl okay. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sumimasen! Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. The cupcakes that make you sell your soul. They must be so worth dying for. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. I'm tripping over my reading. Wow. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Why do they have to make... This is anime stereotypes. Why do they have to make the smartest of the club long-haired and incredibly good-looking? That's a stereotype. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet you both. It's nice to meet both of you. Yes, it is, I know. It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Okay, so her name is Monica. That's right. It's great to see you again, Luis. Why do they have to make these poses? I mean, I like it, but come on. Monica smiles sweetly. Anime cliche. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. And yet here you are. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... I am not gonna recreate that. Okay, maybe I will. You do, Monica! Come sit down, Luis. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. This is not a table, okay. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! The text is literally like the Japanese pronunciation. Oh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Hehehe. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, and Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. This is like the immortal type, I swear. I turn the cupcake around with my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. This is so me. I do that every single time. I just flip it around and I'm like, oh, this is the perfect angle. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wondered if she made it herself. This is really good. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't I heard this somewhere before? Oh yeah, Sayori. Made them for you or anything? Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you. But not for, you know, you, dummy, baka. I'm getting carried away by this game already. I can't imagine making more parts of this. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. We keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Hehe. I am not going to read the last, okay? This is the last laugh I'm gonna read. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Hey, that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Okay. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. This is like a slowly turning into a harem. I've heard. And you know what? I am not gonna think further into the game. I'm just gonna play it. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? Sayori. I was afraid of this question. I sold my soul to the devil. I mean cupcakes. Good cupcakes. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori and the fluffy cupcakes. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Not gonna read it. Hey, well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader, I swear. This is anime cliche, like the dialogue form and everything. Was this game translated from Japanese? I like to wonder. Or maybe this game is American. Play the game! Yuri also nods in agreement. then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Aha, so you admit it, right? You have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. 4 girls. Okay. I'm getting a bit nervous here. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls. So you notice it too, huh? All different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these 3. You're not gonna join are you gonna join just because of the girls? And not the cupcakes? Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Lise, what kinds of things do you like to read? Very dark stuff. Just joking. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. The character it's me, basically. I mean, manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps it quiet. Hey, this has buttons. Save, auto. Oh, not much of a reader, I guess. Hey, I can be hands-free. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Wait, I had to stop the auto. Okay, there we go. I'm not gonna do the auto. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. So poetic. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Oh, so deep, Mom. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements that usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. A lot of horror, and that's our ticket, guys. Our ticket to hell. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can't relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I would have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! It's embarrassing. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sits up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I am not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess, sometimes. Why do you care? Screw you then. Why are you being so rude to me? Screw you. I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience? Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Okay, that sentence is a bit odd. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. So, heard any good knock jokes lately? Just kidding. That's how I would break the tension. I suck. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Louise? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining a club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Why? Oh, come on, join the club for the cupcakes. You know you want to. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought because, wow, okay, those faces actually make anyone lose their train of thought. Okay, wow. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Look at her. But I'm sorry, I thought please. You all, I am defenseless against these girls. I'm gonna use that line. I am just defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. What's so bad about it? Come on. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. That was creepy. They all just rose up at the same time. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. More like all at the same time, not one by one. They all. It's creepy. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Oh. I'm sorry, I said it in Japanese. My eye. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. I only did because of the cupcakes. And Sayori, of course, but more the cupcakes. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Louise, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hehe. If a girl ever does that to me, that's a dead giveaway that's a green light. Go for it, Reese, go for it. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Louise, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Why not? I'm stuck with you anyways. I'm sorry. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Okay, I think I'll remember. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Okay. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Hidden intentions. Yosh! Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. When will I start playing? Oh, this is the actual gameplay. Finally. Okay, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Is this like haiku? One intellectual. Oh. Massacre. Love. Silly. Ribbon. Okay, I don't even know what to do here. Okay. Vacation. I think I'll just go for Sayori. Vacation. Flee. Nope, that's Yuri. Anime. Depression. Depression? You like depression, Sayori? You dark bitch. Doki Doki? Boop. Anxiety. I don't know what I'm doing here. Promise. White. Oh wait. Vibrant. Hair. Climax. Sticky. breathe, tenacious, insight. I think I ended up liking... Hi again, Luis. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Why would I run away from such a cutie like yourself? I'm sorry. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least can keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Luis. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment to you, for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Ha, so you know my deep dark secret, don't you? Oh come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Oh, a threat. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Ah, caught you red-handed, didn't you? I thought she was gonna say, you certainly have a big mouth for someone your size. That would have been so mean. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Manga is love. Appreciate it. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry guys, Luis always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Luis can become good friends too? What, am I freakishly handsome? Is that it? That every one of the girls seems so nervous and freaking Monica is like sort of flirting with me? I don't know. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri. I'm sorry. The cliche. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Hey, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Blush! Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Hey, I'm sorry Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. She's gonna give me a book. Probably her most favorite one. I didn't want you to feel left out. No, that's such a nice gesture, Yuri. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know. Oh, I know, definitely. I love it. Discuss it if you want it. I love this game. Where has this game been in my life? Wait, better not say that. I will regret this. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. And now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but to notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. What were you waiting for, Monica? What were you waiting for? Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki's utter with an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. Oh, come on. It's not that difficult. I read manga. Oh, you don't? Oh, that's okay. I don't mind. How did you know anyways? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. Manga. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know the feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girl? Parfait Girl? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. It means perfect girls. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the class on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Reese. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She loves the book. I read loves. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. Probably like this. Probably like this or this. I'm so hyped for this game. I probably won't be hyped anymore later on. It's exceedingly more. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling for me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Hey, why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Oh, what's so weird about it then? Answer me. What's so weird about it? Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad timing. Okay. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can't talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of girls in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Where plot? Where the plot at? Well, obviously, you think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I am 47 minutes into this. The plot of this game is this thick. So much dialogue. You think I wouldn't enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. Well, that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's where the drama happens. That's usually what makes it so good. There are some touching parts. Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hee. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at my earbud fell. Seen you at your full power. Good save. Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from the manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? What is this? This eye. That eye is so deformed. Is it? I think it's just a little bit bigger than... I don't... That eye, I can't get over it. What is that? What is that? Oh, God. This light burns my face. Okay. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. Anime is for children, everybody. Okay. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, "Hey, you still haven't grown out of that yet?" Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. Law of universal attraction. Well, history? But it's probably harder for someone like you. Okay. How can I save game? I'm gonna save the game right now. Okay. Return. Okay, there we go. Ah, the face. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it on my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky, but it gets especially bad when I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone, but if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. Being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you ready with today's poems? Okay, finally, we're getting to something here. Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Eh? Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches, a whole foot, 12 inches away from me. Wow. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Eh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It will take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. It will take forever for me to finish this game. This is good practice for my English. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow, I'll only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up, I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, do you remember to write a poem last night? No, I did. I remembered. Yes, no. Yeah, my realization ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Are you really gonna do this to me? Who should I show my poem to first? I feel like I should show it to Natsuki. But at the same time, it seems the character's interest is in Monica. Sayori... Here's the thing, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe, if he hollers at him, go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Monica is... I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, can't skip anything. Hi, Luis. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyways, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Elise. That pose. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Luis. Wait, now that I think about it, I should have shown it to Yuri. Since never mind. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so, yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they are super challenging to get the meaning through. Did I just... So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yes, I do. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I had to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. What is this? Hole in the wall! I can't stop thinking of the TV show once I saw that. Welcome to the hole in the wall! Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the sparkle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Aww. That's a cute poem. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. My head hurts from just reading. It's been 1 hour and 3 minutes. It's about to be 4 minutes. Let's keep going. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. She sounds like a podcast or something. Or a YouTube channel. So, who should I show my poem next? Yuri. Let's go with Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? What do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gone anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem, not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do! I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, it's really short. Okay. Hold up. I'm trying to read. Okay. I just full screened, by the way. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calms, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. It looks beautiful, but I can't understand crap about it. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time. But it took you a long time to read. How does the game... I don't know if that was scripted. But it took you a long time to read. Yeah, I even like leaned over to the screen just to understand it, you know? Oh god, okay, that's good. Let's keep going. Well, I just don't read script very... There's a motorcycle on the street, can you hear that? I just don't read script very often. Actually, I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Luis. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, if it makes me happy to think that, just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Oh my god. Okay, I think I'm gonna like stop it here because my mouth hurts from reading a lot. Yeah. Let me just save it. This is so damn creepy. Alright, let's save it here. You can... Wow, you have a lot of slots. Okay, so, let's go to the menu. I just saved, didn't I? Okay, save, main menu. Okay, so this is 1 whole hour of Doki Doki Literature Club. Wow, this is only part 1. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you really liked it, hit that like button, subscribe for more content, click the bell to receive notifications when I upload. And yeah, I guess we'll continue with part 2. I'm gonna record this tomorrow. Probably will upload this tomorrow, and while I'm still recording part 2. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll definitely finish this game. Definitely, okay? So yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and stay tuned.